Hi there makers, it's Michelle again with Fabric Funhouse. Last video we took you through the tools, components, and how to assemble your own metal zipper. That knowledge will benefit you no matter what metal zipper you choose. But today I wanted to make a short little video to talk to you about our metal zippers here at Fabric Funhouse and why we chose the ones that we did. So at Fabric Funhouse, there's a few things that we're known for now, one of which is that we actually really care about you guys, and we're a very small business. There's 4 of us in the shop. We take a lot of time and care and effort to source out products that high-end designers are using that we know our makers can utilize in their projects as well. But let's talk about the zippers specifically. There's a lot of different options when it comes to zippers. We had the ability to bring on a few different kinds that would have worked for handbags. Primarily what's being used on the market today is the nylon coil. It can be nylon or polyester coil. But those are readily available. You can get them everywhere. We could have brought those on. We could have brought those on easily. Everybody would have been happy, But that's not exactly how Fabric Funhouse rolls, as you know if you've been on this ride with us for a little while. Our owner, Talia, is very discerning. She's very picky when it comes to what we bring on into the shop for you. And the reason she's picky is we have always strive to bring our makers something that only adds benefit to their projects. Nothing that will impede their aesthetics or their design or bring down an overall good make. I mean, we put a lot of time and effort and love into these projects. We wouldn't want to give you one piece of your project that will fail easily or that we wouldn't be proud to have you use. So we're very picky when it comes to that. Talia started the process by looking at nylon coil zippers, and we thought about maybe bringing on some different metallic finishes that other people don't carry all the time, or creating something new. But she's always had kind of an aversion to nylon zippers, and I guess I didn't before because I am not a fancy pants bag wearer. She is. She has very high-end bags, a couple of them, and they're all made using metal zippers. But metal zippers vary drastically. So we had to kind of narrow down the scope and decide what would work best for our makers and what would work best for the majority of the projects you might need them for. So these might not work for everything. These might not be something you want to use all the time. But they are special, and they're made that way by design. Let's talk about nylon zippers first. They're primarily used in items that are made for the outdoors, like tents or backpacks, and also for sportswear because of the flexibility of the tape. A nylon zipper to me is practical. It is a practical option. It's a cheaper option than a nice metal zipper. You can sew right over them. There's not that additional little fear if you haven't watched our last video, but they look practical. I don't know how else to say that. They look practical, and I didn't mind them so much when I was just beginning bag making and all of my bags turned out a little wonky, but the further I've gone down the line, the more I do feel like the zippers and the pulls add or take away from the thing that I'm making. So just putting that out there. It's totally my opinion. It's not a knock to nylon zippers. I'll still probably use them off and on. But with my handbags specifically, I just don't know if I can go back. So there's that. So nylon coil zippers. They're cheap, they're easy, they're available. This is not a bad thing. The way the nylon coil is constructed, there's nylon coil that is sewn into this polyester tape. You can see right here. So what gives it the metallic finish is the coil itself, and then the thread is either a contrasting or a matching thread. In this case, I believe it is a dark charcoal gray thread. So it has a metallic sheen, kinda. And I'll show you our zipper next to it here in just a second. Then you have metal zippers, but you have an array of metal zippers. The only metal zippers I'd been exposed to up to this point have been like either solid brass teeth like a denim zipper, or like a stainless steel looking stuff, almost like galvanized metal, without a pretty finish on it. So I'm gonna show you, just for comparison, just a standard nylon coil zipper in navy and gunmetal, and then here is our metal zipper. You can see that while this is supposed to be metallic, it's not actual metal, so it doesn't shine like this. The other thing I hope you can see in camera is that the tape itself, the material, this is strictly polyester, while this is a poly cotton blend. So the color holds a little bit better. It feels a lot nicer. It looks a lot nicer. It drapes a lot nicer. I would definitely use this as much as I'm able to, because it just looks so nice, to be honest. So the reason we picked metal is the durability, the look, the finished product, and then I didn't know this at the time, but it's not that much harder. So I hope you watch the other video if you want to find out how easy it actually is to create your own metal zipper. But we wanted to make it easy for you. So with Fabric Funhouse's metal zippers, what we wanted to do was bring you a zipper that we knew would look amazing. Our metal zippers are considered a luxury metal zipper in that they are highly shiny and durable. They're made to be aesthetically pleasing. Not all metal zippers will look like this. When we were seeking out a metal zipper, there were so many options. It was insane. The options we had when choosing a metal zipper were asymmetrical versus symmetrical teeth. The asymmetrical teeth would only allow a slider to be pulled and put on one direction. The asymmetrical, you could have multiple configurations. That's why we chose that one. The teeth themselves, there were a couple that are just galvanized metal, and then there were some that are brass. Brass is usually the metal that's used for denim zippers, and the reason is the heavy use that they are under all the time. They're the most durable, which is also why we chose these specific teeth. But the other reason we chose these teeth were because of how they are put onto the tape. So these teeth are individually molded, which means, you know, they're shaped outside of being on the tape. They're plated, so the whole area is covered with this plating, and then they are individually placed onto the tape. So they're very, very strong. They're meant to be shiny a long, long time. They're meant to last a long, long time, and they're meant to hold a bag together a long, long time. That's why we chose the ones that we chose. We also could have gotten a less nice tape on either side of the teeth, but that seemed kind of a waste. So we decided to choose one that felt really good in the hands, that had a nice drape, that you could use for either handbags or apparel if you chose. The last reason we chose the zippers we did over nylon coil is, to be honest, really pretty. They're super duper pretty, they're shiny, they make everything we've put on them so far look phenomenal. And I just can't go back. You can't make me. These zippers are just one more step in the product line we're bringing to you, our makers, to use in your own projects. After using the metallic zippers in a couple of projects I'm working on, I can honestly say, for me personally, especially with a zipper I'm going to be using a lot of, so a zipper I'm going to open and close a lot, and one that is kind of a focal point, I guess, I'd have a hard time convincing myself to use a nylon zipper anymore now that I know I can do a metal zipper really quickly. It doesn't take a lot more time and effort, and it's not as scary as I thought. So I definitely will push myself to use metal zippers when appropriate. So Well guys, I hope that explains to you a little bit more about our process when picking a new product to bring into the shop, especially our new product, our next favorite, which is a line of luxury high-end metal zippers. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Hit like if you like this video and you'd like to see more, and hit subscribe to be notified about our next one. Thanks so much for tagging along with us as we explore new products today on Fabric Funhouse. And just remember, all you need is a little love and a big idea. Thanks, guys!